Hi, how's everybody doing today? This is Sean. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. I just wanted you to hear something that this guy's talking about. His name is Harry Vox. He's been around for a while. He actually predicted the coronavirus that was going to happen in 2014. He told everybody what was going to happen because it was literally written down in the Rockefeller report. And this guy's an investigative journalist and also, a musician and stuff. So I just came across him a few days ago. He's been around for a while. I did know about him about 2014. I heard of it, I seen his little documentary on the Rockefellers. He did a documentary on the Rockefellers about the corruption and what they were trying to, do as far as put these different scenarios together. So let's hear what he has to say.
As a slight mutation of the virus, and we're seeing this now, and I spoke about this 10 months ago, saying that we know about this mechanism, this pathogenic problem, this ADE. We've known about this since the 1960s. And this doesn't get lost on the ruling power structures, the bioterrorists who want to control the world and are using this as a mechanism. So there's no question about it, in my view. And this is what I said 7 years ago. I said that this is a tool of the ruling power structure. And in this case, of course, I don't want you guys to get kicked off your channel. So we'll bring our little friend up.
You also got to watch the hand signals these fellas do. Even though there's being truth being said, he flashed up the 666 sign and left it up there for a minute. He is probably a Freemason also. But I think from what I'm seeing, these Freemasons speaking out, it's going against, there's a struggle. There's a struggle for power, and it's internal too, just like we have struggles for power in our society. These secret societies have struggle for power, and some things they just don't agree on. So I just wanted you to see that I'm aware of what's going on.
But this is a tool of a group that is a supremacist group, and it's a religious people, very well known. They are the ones who have been stripping the money out of the U.S. banking system. They control the money supply, all this stuff, a group that shall not be named. And I believe that this is their gambit, their final solution, let's say, for this problem of us. And so they know the mechanism. And I'll say this, that it's a lot cheaper than nuclear bombs, and it gives you deniability. If they just start igniting nuclear bombs all over the place, well, there's going to be a direct link. And we're finding out that this a little teeny virus, a little thing you can't even see, microscopic, is more powerful than aircraft carriers full of stealth fighters. More powerful.
Invisible enemy, yeah. We posted up on the Facebook page that we have this week, and we'll talk about a few things we posted up this week. And also, Austria, Ireland, Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, and Iceland have all suspended the use of the AstraZeneca vaccine. Italy prosecutors.
That's not the mRNA one either.
No, and now
that's a classic vaccine that we used to.
The Italy prosecutors have seized a batch, and people have been dying in the autopsy reports. They're showing the abnormal blood clotting, which seems to be the probable cause. I mean, it's been approved for over 50 countries, this AstraZeneca vaccine. In Germany alone, over 360,000 people have taken this already. And I don't want to say I told you so, but if I'd have taken that vaccine or are planning on taking that AstraZeneca vaccine right now, I think I'd be shitting myself.
Mm-hmm. Let's be clear, though. This has not been FDA approved, and it hasn't been approved in the regular sense that we're normally the 10 years and the animal trials. This is emergency use authorization approval, right?
Yeah.
That's it. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, and the disclaimer that I just had seen a video of somebody reading off a disclaimer form, and I think it's actually rare that you get a disclaimer form, like a release form that you take. And I'm not sure which one it was for, but it's saying that we're not liable, and this is experimental things, and it lists a few things that could go wrong, anaphylaxis shock, and other things, and death, and other things. I was waiting for them to say, and instant death. But that's covered under "and other things."
Yes. Yeah. And zero liability, right?
Zero liability, man.
Zero liability.
And ask the soccer moms in the suburbs, are they even aware that these companies have zero liability? They're not aware. They haven't been told. And when you tell them that, it doesn't feature prominently in their thinking because, like I said, it doesn't come from the TV. It's,
right.
Like, and so what are you trying to say? Trying to say, well, don't, like the amount of prerequisites that are missing, it's to the point where they're missing so much of the prerequisites that if you start to try to take them down this path, you have to fill in literally a year's worth of solid information. They don't have the...
I have to let everybody know that YouTube and the science says that if you take your vaccination shot, you are going to have less chance of being infected and spreading the disease, according to YouTube and the general science. So I just wanted to let everybody know that, and you do make your own decisions on that, my friends. But since I'm posting this on YouTube, I have to make that disclaimer that these are just opinions that people are having, and according to the science and YouTube, the vaccination is safe and it's effective, and it could save your life, according to YouTube and the science. Okay, so YouTube, I'm just sharing information.
Attention span for it. So
right, and it's exactly the same reason why a lot of these people, they don't inquire about a regular vaccine insert.
Yep.
Informed consent. They're supposed to show you the vaccine insert before they jab you, no matter what it is, a flu shot or whatever. If they were to sit there and go and looked at everything that's in those vaccines, they probably wouldn't take it. Right?
No, I think they would. You see,
some of them might, but at least a few of them would. I hope a few of them would. I hope.
Like I say, I have lost faith in the intelligence of people, and I just, like I say, I just think that at this point, I believe that there's a dividing line right down the middle of society, which is precisely what they want. I mean, this is the only way that our friends can maintain control, is if they are able to split us roughly in half. They can't have one side any strong, too much stronger than the other side, because then they can't sit at this juncture of this divide in our society and then just bias it and influence it with their powers to this side or that side this week or next.
I just wanted to also mention that all these truth tellers, and most of them that I've noticed, they all have this red brick wall, and that's Mason also. So, as I said, you get the truth where you can get, and he's spitting out 100% facts. So, the stuff that he's calling out would, could get people, you could get killed for that stuff that he's saying. So, he's on the radio on this fella's show, and this stuff is on Rumble, and I tried to mirror it to show other people there's other people out there that think like-minded. But you'll never hear any of these Freemasons or any of these agents ever speak about Jesus Christ. They're never going to tell you, hey, God's judgment's coming for these creatures, and that can't be denied. And they know that. I mean, it isn't hidden knowledge. The Luciferian Freemasons and these Rothschilds know the Bible better than most Christians. Okay, they know exactly what's coming for them, and they're going to run amok. But in their eyes, you see, this is what God talks about. You can't be a Jew unless you're a Jewish person. You can convert to Judaism, but it doesn't make you a Jewish bloodline directly to the Israelites. And that's what they did. They hijacked the Jewish religion. And then, there's very few Jewish people left on the earth, and these people are hijacked them. And I'm talking about the Rothschild family. And they have the money and they control everything. And then these agencies like the Jesuits or the Freemasons or any of that. They're just corporations to help the Rothschilds accomplish their goal, and they are based in Switzerland. You're dealing with Swedish people. They've been running the world for a long time, and that's where they're at. And they're known to keep secrets. So, you know, you're talking about the Templar Knights that are still around. They used these people to do whatever they need done. They had all that money. They went to Switzerland. They formed, you know, a bond with the Rothschilds, and then they intermarried each other because they're all cousins and related. And then they formed the first Ponzi scheme in the 1700s, which was called the Bank of England. And then they used the first Ponzi scheme, fractional banking. And what they did is, if you're traveling around the areas where the Khazarians were at, and you were, you know, an Eastern person, you would stick out because you'd be white, or you know, you're from Europe, so you would be a white person. And these people are reddish and darkish. They're Indian and, you know, Muslim and that type of color, and they would murder you and take your family and all your goods, and then, you know, use your identity to do business and stuff. And they took that practice, you know, because they were run out of their area by the Russians and other countries that united against them, because that's why they hate Russia so much. And if it wasn't for Russia, we wouldn't have won, you know, the Civil War. And they helped a lot. And they helped against the Germans, obviously, but the Germans weren't the problem. You had the Ashkenazi criminal organization, the Khazarian Jewish people, and they're not Jews, they're Turkish, and they hijacked their religion. And like Louis Farrakhan said, you know, the Israelites left Israel dark and they came back white. So you know, there's a lot to be said there. Not everything is what it seems to be, and I'm sharing this because even though you get truths and stuff, they're trying to scare you to make you know that, you know, there's nothing you really can do about it or this or that. But you don't have to do anything about it. Like, as far as trying to start war with these people, there's ways to go about, you know, bringing justice to them by just not complying to anything that they want you to do. But God's judgment is coming for these people, and they know it. They're Luciferian devil worshippers, and they've already made their bed. So we, as Christians, you know, we're going to stick together, and we're going to love each other, even our enemy, and pray that these people change their ways. But they won't. They're too far gone. The Rothschild families are demons. They're intermarried each other, and they only marry for power. And that's why they have a lot of different illnesses in that group of people, because of the, you know, marrying into each other and being, you know, being related. So that being said, I appreciate everybody watching, and, you know, go look up this guy on Rumble. So until next time, God bless you, and take care of yourselves and take care of each other.